On day 2 of our landscape weavings, we are ready to use yarn and weave. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a hot air balloon. I'm going to start with some pink yarn, and I am going to pick one end or the other to tie this tail on. So when I tie the tail of the yarn, it's going to look like I'm tying my shoes. I loop this yarn into that circle and pull the little tail through. Instead of making this into little bunny ears, I'm going to do that again and create a double knot. So I crisscross them, get that little loop, pull the tail through, and tie it on. So right now I have a really tiny little ball of yarn, so I could use that entire yarn, or I could start a long stretch of my arms. So I'm going to stretch my arms maybe once or twice, and I'm going to cut a little bit of this yarn off. If you're going to use the same color throughout the whole thing, you can go ahead and use that little ball of yarn and you can weave it in and out with your project. If you just want to start with one color and a little bit of it, go ahead and cut it. So I have this tied onto the first strand of brown yarn. I'm going to bring all this yarn under the next one and on top of the third string, under the next one, on top of the next. So I'm going under and then over, under and over and under. So if I bring this up close, you can see the pattern where you see pink is under, pink is on top, under on top, under on top, under on top, under. And when I get to the end, I'm going to take this yarn and I'm going to wrap it around that last string, and then I'm going to go under. So I want this next row to be opposite of what I just did. So you can see the pink is on top here, the pink goes under, now it goes on top. And when I go under, I just pick that brown yarn up a little bit to get the pink under. So I'm doing every other, under and then on top, and the last one I go under. When I bring this up, these rows are just going to get scooted down, so I'm going to kind of move them with my finger to get them close. And now I ended with the pink underneath. I'm going to wrap it around so it can be on top, and it's going to go under the second brown string. So I'm going to continue for a little bit so you can start to see the pattern. Oftentimes kids get frustrated because it takes 4 or 5 rows to really start your weaving pattern.